Hi and good morning everyone. I am Timothy John Gabriel UW.
I'm here to teach you all about solving quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Well, let us ask first, what is the quadratic formula? Well, to answer that question, the quadratic formula is a formula used to help find the roots of a quadratic equation. It is also used to find the values of x where the equation it is solved. Okay? Now, quadratic formula is very flexible in nature. It can solve equations that is neither a factorable equation or a non-factorable equation. Well, of course, to use the quadratic formula, we must have a general quadratic equation or called the standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Now, this is the quadratic formula. It is read as x is equals to negative b, positive, negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac of all over 2a. Now, this is the steps on how to solve the quadratic equation using our formula. Now, number 1 is to turn your quadratic equation into a standard form. Let's see the given example. We have the standard form of this example, which is x squared plus x minus 1 is equals to 0. Now, for the second step, we have to identify the value of a, b, and c. Now, in this equation or example, we have the value of a, b, and c, which is a is equals to 1, b is equals to 1, and c is equals to negative 1. Then, number 3, now that we have the value of our a, b, and c, we just need to plug it in our equation. Now, here we have our first example. Now, our example, of course, in a standard form is x squared plus x minus 1 is equals to 0. Then, identify its value of a, b, and c, which is a is equals to 1, b is equals to 1, and c is equals to negative 1. Then, just substitute it in our quadratic formula or plug it in our formula. Don't forget to put always the parentheses, okay? Then after we plug it in, we simplify the expression. So, negative times 1 is of course negative 1, the square of 1, then 1 times negative 1 times negative 4 is of course positive 4. Then 2 times 1 is 2. Then after that, we just need to add the equation inside the square root, which is 1 plus 4. Then, now we can see here, inside the radical, it is 5, which is a prime number. And in this case, when the radical inside is a prime number, you don't need to solve it anymore. You just need to leave it as it is. So, the roots are negative 1, positive negative, square root of 5 of all over 2. Now, in here, we have our second example, which is already in a standard form. And the values of a, b, and c is already identified. Now, we just need to plug it in our equation or formula. Then, don't forget the parentheses. After that, we simplify the expression, which is x is equals to 4, positive negative, square root of 16 plus 48 of all over 6. Then add the equation inside the square root. It will become x is equals to 4, positive negative, square root of 64 of all over 6. Since 64 is a perfect square, you just need to find its square root to solve this equation. So we have 8. 8 is the square root of 64. After this, we need to separate the positive and negative. So x sub 1 is equals to 4 plus 8 of all over 6. Then x sub 2 is equals to 4 minus 8 of all over 6. Then simplify. So x1 is equals to 12 over 6 or 2. Then x sub 2 is equals to negative 4 over 6 or negative 2 over 3. That is our final answer. So the roots are 2 and negative 2 over 3. Now, for our last example, the standard form is already identified and the value of a, b, and c is also identified. So, we just need to plug it in our formula. So, after we plug it in, we just need to simplify the expression. So, it will become x is equals to negative 6, positive negative, square root of 36, minus 8 of all over negative 2. After that, just subtract the equation inside the square root and it will become x is equal to negative 6, positive negative, square root of 28 of all over negative 2. Since inside the radical is not a perfect square or a prime number, all you need to do is find two numbers that are a prime number and a perfect square that when you multiply, it will become 28. So we have 4 times 7 is equals to 28. Since 4 is our perfect square and 7 is our prime number. Now, all we need to do is bring out 4 and its square root. So the square root of 4 is, of course, 2. So it will become x is equal to negative 6, positive negative 2 of square root of 7 of all over negative 2. Then just simplify the expression, which is negative 6 divided by negative 2, it is positive 3. Then negative 2 divided by 2 is of course 1. You don't need to put that. And just bring down or rewrite the square root of 7. So the roots are 3, positive negative, square root of 7.
Today I will teach you guys about discriminants. Today, you will learn about the formula for discriminant, types of roots, and how to solve for the discriminant. For the formula of discriminant, it is d equals b squared minus 4 times a times c. Now, for the types of roots, 0 is equals to 1 real root. If your answer is 0, it is equals to 1 real root. And if your answer is positive, it is equals to 2 real roots. If your answer is negative, then there is no real roots. Now, we will solve for the discriminant. First, you find the value of a, b, and c. So, our a is equals to 1. B is equals to negative 8. Then c is equals to 16. Next, we will follow the formula. The formula is d equals b, so our b is negative 8. B squared minus 4 times 1 times 16. So first, we will square the negative 8. B is equals to positive 64 minus 4, 1, 16. Next, we will solve for the negative 4 times 1 times 16. So the answer will be d is equals to 64. 4 times 1 is equals to negative 4. Negative 4 times 16 is equals to negative 64. So the answer will be negative 64. After that, you will subtract because they are different signs. So the answer will be 0. So, 1 real root. For example, number 2. If it is not in standard form, you will change it to standard form first. So you can get the value of a, b, and c. So, 5x squared plus 5 equals 0. Now we will get the value of a, b, and c. For a is equals to 5, b is equals to 0, and c is equals to 5. So we will now solve for the discriminant using the formula. B is equals to 0 squared minus 4 times 5 times 5. 0 times 0 is 0 plus 4, 5 times 5. Then we will solve the other side. Negative 4 times 5 is equals to negative 20. Negative 20 times 5 is equals to negative 100. Now, we will subtract. 0 combined with negative 100 is equals to negative 100. So, we have no real roots. No real roots. And for the last example, again, it is not in standard form, so we will change it to standard form. Negative 2x plus 3x squared minus 4 equals 0. So our a will be, you need to change the positions to the right standard form. So this 3x squared will be in the front. Then just copy the sign to x minus 4 equals 0. Then we will solve using the formula. D is equals to, first we will get the value of a, b, and c. So a would be 3, b would be negative 2, and then c would be negative 4. So b squared, so negative 2 squared minus 4. So a is 3, and then c is negative 4. First, let's square negative 2. So the answer would be positive 4 minus 4, 3, and negative 4. Then we solve for the other side. So negative 4 times 3 is equals to negative 12. Negative 12 times 4 times negative 4 is positive 48. So, we will combine. B is equals to 4 plus 48. So, the answer would be 52. So, our answer is positive. So, we have 2 real roots. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for watching.
Good morning. Today I will explain to you all on how to solve discriminant. But before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Francine Julia Aguinaldo from 9 Equations, and I will be the one to explain you and teach you how to solve the discriminant using the formula. Here's an example. X squared plus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Let's identify the value of the a, b, and c. The value of the a is 1. The value of the b is 5. The value of the c is 4. Let's plug in the values to the formula. the value of the b is 5. So we put the 5 to b. The value of the a and c is 1 and 4. We then simplify. 4 times 1 is equals to 4. And 4 times negative 4 is equals to 16. For the 5, we then multiply 5 to 5. 5 times 5 is equals to 25. We then subtract 25 to 16. 25 minus 16 is equals to 9. This is the discriminant. Next example. 3x squared plus 4x equals 8 equals 0. We must identify the value first again. The value of the a and b and c. For the value of the letter a is 3. For the value of the b is 4. For the value of the c is negative 8. After plugging in the values to the formula, 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 8. Let's simplify. We must be careful in the negative signs, because negative times negative is positive, so one wrong move would cause the whole thing wrong. Let's keep that in mind. Now let's simplify. Negative 8 times 3 is equals to negative 24. Negative 24 times negative 4 is equals to positive 96. 4 times 4 is equals to 16. We then add this 16 to 26. 16 plus 26 equals to 112. 2x squared minus x plus 4 equals 0. Let's identify the values from the a, b, and c. The value of the a is 2. The value of the b is negative 1. The value of the c is 4. We then again plug in the formula, the values to the formula. Negative 1 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4. Let's multiply the 4 to 2 and then to negative 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. Here's negative times negative is equals to positive. That's why negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Positive 1 minus 32 is equals to negative 31.